Sonickid and his human friends at the bottom, which will fuck soon. It's still associate of the main universe. This is part 2. Combat. They will find a crime scene. It takes place where the last video went off. Women will say, I will leave the right plan to you. Oh, great faith then. Vice will say, mine using a different title. Oh, great wanted 400. Sonickid will say, yes, she was a wanted 400 genie. And women will say, what to say that again? Boo, honey. And Sonickid will say, no. And Genie will be jamming. She will say, hey, focus on the mission. Women will say, alright, fine. Andrew, you win. Women will say, I swear, you're always way more thrill of me, more than anyone else. Sonickid will say, let's focus on the mission. Genie will say, Sonickid is right. Women will say, okay, fine. And so they start on the mission, and they run together. They take on an elevator. Women will say, so Sonickid, where your hero program will take over, so you become fully smart. Since me, Genie, and Wise didn't get hurt. Sonickid will say, I don't know, it depends on materials, says Sonickid, and the elevator stopped, and they kept moving. Sonickid will say, oh look, a robot. Wise will say, careful, something's off of this mix. Sonickid will say, wait, what do you mean something off of me? Genie will say, these robots are not friendly, Sonickid. Where your hero program will take over, so you become fully smart. Sonickid will say, I don't know, but Sonickid hero program take over. We become fully smart. Since this human friends didn't get hurt, women will say, it's about time you're not half smart and half dumb. You're fully smart. Sonickid will say, giant robots, it will be fun. And Sonickid and Romeo and Genie attack them. Wise will say, these abandoned nets. Their work has been pretty affected by certain leakage. Sonickid will say, I know this. And Sonickid uses spin dash. And Genie and Romeo will use their moveset on their games. Romeo will say, we give them a moment to cool down. Genie will say, agreed. Sonickid, you ready? Ready. Sonickid will say, well, you ready, Genie? And Genie and Sonickid work together as a duo. And Romeo used her attack on a robot. And robot tried to attack Sonickid, but Sonickid is way too fast. He will say, looks like you're too slow. And Sonickid punched against the robot. Sonickid will say, wait, the robot have already been attacked. Wait, it's a parry. Genie will say, Sonickid, switch with me. And Sonickid switch with Genie. And Genie parry it. Genie will say, nice try. And Genie attacked the robot back. And robot tried to parry, then we gave it the attack. But Rivia parried their back. Rivia say, not even close. And Rivia used her kick against the robot. And robot tried to parry them again, only for Sonickid to dodge. And Sonickid will say, nice try. And Sonickid used punch and kick with a robot, along with spin dash. Sonickid will say, what looks like the mech is almost defeated. Genie say, that's good. Only a few more hits until the robot is defeated. And Sonickid and Genie trying to defeat a robot, but the robot is defeated. Sonickid will say, finally, we defeat that robot. It was not so hard. Mimi will say, done. Now let's keep moving, you guys. And they agree. And so they on the move. Sonickid was running with his flame. Sonickid realized Mimi can fly. Sonickid will say, hey, man, how come you can fly? Mimi will say, because I have wings, Sonickid. And you need the chaos symbol to fly. Sonickid will say, good point. Rice will say that either activity nearby is acted up. Could be citizen leakage. Genie will say, I hope not. We will put a stop to it. The elevator stopped, and so myself and my human friends keep moving until Sidekick would say, oh, would you look at that? More robots. Another reference. I thought it started Eggman for a second. Genie said, can you stop making that reference? You know you're from your world. Sidekick would say, I can't help it, Genie. Damn similar to Dr. Eggman. Wise would say, there are way more enemies around here than I irritated. Remember, Sidekick, Genie, I'm going to go on your end. Genie would say, it's all good. Sonickid keep smashing all these robots like they're child's play. Sidekick would say, come on, robots. Even the real Sonic will defeat you right now. And a robot tried to shoot Sonickid, but Sonickid is way too fast. And Sonickid defeat the robots one by one with the help of Genie. Remy would say, these enemies are far too strong. I can't possibly defeat them. Sidekick would say, they're not that strong. They are little robots. And Sonickid kicked the robots away. Sidekick would say, see, Remy, it's not that difficult. Rice would say, abandoned mech beat the first generation 400. Yeah, they put wire hair lines. It's like it said, yep, you got that right. Remy would say, speaking of which, your combat skills are proving right still out there. And Sidekick uses his ultimate attack. Sidekick would say, and the robots are obliterated. Genie would say, wait, Sidekick can use Kamehameha out his super form? Remy would say, yep, he does. And Sidekick would say, there, how is that? Remy would say, impressive. Rice would say, hey, I doing pretty good for someone who had always been playing at the party. Sidekick would say, well, let's keep moving. And so, Sonickid and his friends keep moving forward. Now there was a puzzle. Since Sonickid was fully smart, he would do it. And Sonickid say, too easy. And Genie would say, well, Bushy, she would say, that's how you fully smart. I love that man or hedgehog. Raymond would say, Genie, I love it too. Remy would say, back. Genie would say, back off, he's mine. You cannot take him. Remy would say, try it, me android. Sidekick would say, guys, enough. We have to focus on the mission. Genie would say, oh, sorry. And they continue moving forward. I'm not going to explain the rest. It will be part 3 soon.